I'm so happy to be here, yeah. I'm just happy to be here. Still I know the world's on fire, the situation's dire. A lot of work and courage gonna be required, but I'm just happy to be here.
So I just noticed we had some gray smoke coming off the back here, and checked our temp, and we were starting to overheat. We're like below 200 degrees. So we are gonna turn into the river here and anchor and try to diagnose what the hell is going on. We just stopped. Anchor is holding, and we gotta diagnose our overheating issue. All right, I'm hoping this is the problem. But there's a bunch of algae in our raw water intake. Holy shnikes, yes, I would say this is our problem. If it's not, I'll be very surprised. Yeah, that's the culprit right there. Holy shnikes. Water! Whee!
Eric fixed the engine. And he discovered the problem before it caused damage to the engine, which is the most important thing.
It's a good day.
Got the anchor pulled up. No mud, even though we anchored in what appears to be a muddy river. So the anchor came right up. And now we are on our way we're backtracking a little bit towards the Troy Lock, and we're gonna stay at the free dock there tonight, and because it's supposed to start raining shortly. How's it looking, Captain?
I don't know. What color smoke is that?
White?
You are a beast. So we just dropped anchor again because our engine started overheating again. And what we think what happened is maybe it just needed to prime. It needed to prime itself. Because after we dropped anchor, of course, water started coming through the bowl and the engine started cooling down. Temp is staying down now, under 180, so I think we're alright. I think I just needed to get primed.
Boaters only beyond this point, no fishing.
We did stay in Troy that night. There was a thunderstorm in the forecast, and we wanted to give the motor a little break, so we decided to backtrack about a mile and just stay at the free dock. So it's the next morning. We stayed here last night, Troy, New York, but I think we're okay. Water is shooting out the exhaust. We're at about the correct temperature. And there's the famous Starbuck Island. About where we anchored yesterday, the first time we realized we were overheating. There's the bridge we came from. There are bald eagles everywhere along the Erie Canal, the Hudson River. Bald eagles, blue herons, green herons, and kingfishers. Capital.
Without its signature dome roof.
No dome. Once we got past Albany, the river quickly transformed into the backbone of the commercial transportation and industry of New York. And barge and train traffic began to dominate the landscape. Making something delicious down below. being on the river and lack of boat traffic, no wake, no waves, made being down below much easier.
Side over here, we gotta come in. This is where we're going to get our mast put back up.
Look at those clouds, they don't even look real. The big day, turning Onward back into a sailboat again. A little stressful, but we got through it. Legend has it that the Hoppenos Marina crane here came off one of the original barges that helped build the Erie Canal.
Okay, ready? Yep. You got a ways to go, huh? Yeah. Are you scared?
No.
Really?
Be a rock climber, honey.
I know, but you also were a rock climber who fell 65 feet.
So we just had to hook up our blocks, lazy jacks, and we had to, of course, climb up the mast for it. Still a long ways down. We're not quite to the top.
What do I do?
You need to just leave it completely wrapped around and slowly let it out. Just don't let go of the rope, whatever you do. So now I'm trying to figure out all our lighting, trying to get our lights working, rewired. It looks like we're all right. Our biggest concern is the steaming light for at night when we're motoring at night, and then our anchor light, which we use often. If we ever want to anchor, we have to have our anchor light on, so. And I can't tell if it's, I don't think it's on. We are still troubleshooting. Typical boat life right here. Something doesn't go as planned. I replaced this bus bar with a brand new one. The jumper on the new one, apparently the wires didn't like, so it didn't work. So I had to replace it back with the old rusty one to get the lights to work again. Sayonara, Papanos. The dinghy's back in the water. Woohoo! And we're a sailboat again. We still gotta put our sails up, but the mast is up. Feels good. Getting back on the Hudson. Heading south. This was our last leg of the river from Albany to New York. It was 124 miles and took us just about 5 days. Speeding up a little. So we're newbies and don't know what the hell we're doing. Actually, we knew this and then kind of forgot. We should have been watching the tides and currents for the Hudson River, so we left like an hour and a half before high tide, so the water is technically still coming in, so we're fighting the current. So we're only cruising at 4 knots right now. We're gonna make a little bit of tea and coffee because it's rainy day.
Almost the closest we've ever been to a tanker. Coolest lighthouse I've ever seen. Why is it not lighted up? It's supposed to be our green marker buoy.
Pretty neat. We made a quick stop at Socrates for fuel. Thankfully, Casey stayed open late for us. Awesome guy. Thank you, Casey. You guys live there?
One night.
Okay. Oh, neat. Have a nice night. Stopped at the Wookiefoot-Happy Yacht Club to like Ganesh real quick, and now we are getting outy. Gonna go anchor. Our Hudson River anchorage. It's pretty nice. Quiet. Can you hear the eagles and ospreys? The next morning we let Ganesh out one more time before continuing forward. This fine gentleman urged us to maybe grab a mooring or dock for the weather that was coming today. But it did get a little rowdy on the Hudson. It took a little longer than we expected to get where we were going. Massive bridge. And there's somebody up there, yeah, there's somebody way up there. He's waving. So this weather was from some of the remnants of Hurricane Ernesto that did kind of affect the East Coast's weather for a few days. It is windy.
We're going forward at 0.8 knots, best case scenario, in a sustained 25-knot wind. 25-knot winds with gusts up to 40.
I can't see nothing. White caps on the Hudson. It was a little sketchy for a little bit, but thankfully things did eventually calm down, and we were able to get onto a mooring ball for the night. I'm gonna try to grab a mooring, see if we can get up here and grab it with the hook on us at the bow. Try to grab it. Our first mooring on a hook us up to here. So we're bouncing around on a mooring for a minute. Come up with a game plan what we're gonna do here. The dinghy's full of water. We took a nap while it stormed. Can you hear that? There's like either a giant dam or a waterfall right in the woods here. Loud. There's a waterfall in the woods. It sure looks like one.
Oh shit, yeah. I mean, I don't know if they have rattlesnakes. They don't have rattlesnakes.
Eastern Mississauga rattlesnake? Eastern timber?
It was pretty scary that Eric almost stepped on it and it struck at Ganesh.
Nice calm morning. A little different than yesterday. We woke up this morning and decided it was a decent push to New York City, and we could be there by late afternoon, so that was the plan, push on to New York. Cruising down the Hudson, look at these big hills, gorgeous. This is West Point Military Academy. Got some traffic over here, a lot of freighters, little sailboats. And heading to New York, we're going to anchor at the base of the Statue of Liberty. We're rocking our sunshade today. About 3 hours out from the base of the Statue of Liberty still. We can see Manhattan now. So join us next week as we brave the hustle and bustle of New York City, and Anna navigates us through Hell's Gate.